I hear say Harrison Gwanmishu don dey sell t-shirt. My God, that guy get mind though. Una no sure say that guy dey meant like something dey do am for head. Like this has got to be the most wicked thing I have seen in recent times. How can somebody be this wicked? Like the person you put in a predicament because of your greed of reducing ransom money is still in kidnappers den, and you have the guts to come and say you want to sell. Shebi you say na shirt you dey sell. Anybody wey dey support Harrison at this point ba, dem go carry you. After dem carry you finish, dem go ask for big ransom. By the time dem pay, person wey go wan go deliver that ransom go still chop the money, so that wetin Harrison put person through, you go through and you go come understand say no be play. And they say in the comment section, a lot of persons are saying they go buy t-shirt 20k. God, my God, the heart of a man, sha. But that's not my own. No. If he can go ahead and do whatever it was, and as VDM call him out, there's a video VDM did not up to maybe 3, 4, 5 hours ago, where he was analyzing a case Harrison solved. Me, I didn't even used to know there was anybody called Harrison. That Aisha girl that was kidnapped. If you see the details of that video, most of the kidnappings Harrison claims to go and rescue people, he stages those things. Now stage that they stage them. To then a movie is scripted because God, they tell Nigerians we can be very gullible. Sha. One small genuine good like this, you have the people's heart. People can't even follow the course VDM. One of those teachers that was kidnapped, people are like, hey, should be VDM they fault Harrison. So you make it go enter bush. Now the same Harrison, now only Nyash don't open no. And Harrison's own aside, so Prince Ned Nwoko don't reply Regina Daniels, Prince Senator Ned Nwoko, be Senator Prince Ned Chinedu Nwoko replied Regina Daniels, and I find his response very out of place and really, really out of place. I faulted him for only not wanting to let her go. And let's look at what his response says. He said, "Don't be fooled. Temporary abstinence is not sobriety. Temporary abstinence does not erase the underlying challenges that brought this situation to light. Recovery and accountability are not matters for social media posts or public engagement. They require sustained effort, honesty, and a genuine engagement with professional support. The conditions under which this recent test was conducted remain unclear. In contrast, earlier findings of drugs and alcohol use were established through assessments conducted by two independent reputable centers in Nigeria and South Africa. These reports were professionally compiled, formally documented, and will be presented and defended in court, and the centers involved will be subpoenaed to testify to their findings. Presenting a later negative result as proof that no prior use occurred is misleading and misingenious. At best, it reflects abstinence over a period of time, which is true. It does not invalidate earlier medical reports, nor does it negate what necessitated intervention in the first place. There has also been an attempt to dilute the seriousness of the substance referred as MDMA in bracket Molly, regardless of how casually it is referenced or repackaged in of how it has been packaged in language. It is a drug. Renaming it does not alter its chemical composition, its risk, or its impact on judgment stability. Moreover, temporary abstinence, whether for weeks or months, does not address underlying issues that brought the situation to where it is today. Misleading is not episodic. Healing is not episodic, and accountability is not performative. Long before this matter became public, Senator Ned Nwoko explored every possible avenue to provide support, including private rehabilitation, the one he insisted on that time, where private rehabilitation for structured, sustained therapy, not just brief one-off. It failed. Denial is never foundation for sustainable therapy. The first step is to own up to existing problem when the court gave judgment in favor of Senator Ned having custody and dismissing all unsubstantial human rights abuse claims they brought forward last year. The court order stated that Regina should go for supervised therapy with evidence of same. We did not make it a time for public show. We did not make it a time, and maybe a thing for public show was what they were intended writing. A time for public show. Senator Ned gave Regina a window to quietly seek the needed help. He acted discreetly, keeping matters out of the media while encouraging access to professional care so she could maintain a meaningful relationship with her children. It is therefore inaccurate to suggest consistent sobriety or to dismiss prior findings. A single test taken at a time of one's choosing does not outweigh documented assessments conducted independently and professionally. If accountability is to be invoked, then it must acknowledge reality of a problem and willingness to address it. That accountability that can yield results. Genuine accountability requires confronting reality and um committing to a long-term professional support, not a matter to be measured by media engagement. Sorry, I missed a line there. True growth, stability, and accountability comes from embracing the process quietly, consistently, and with integrity. The very approach Senator Ned has encouraged from the start. It is not time for drama. Any test conducted anywhere in the world will face court scrutiny and should be ready when subpoenaed to defend the result, just like the Nigerian and South African labs. In any case, court would for court would for clarity appoint a credible laboratory for verification of claims. It is time for reality supported by relevant, credible, and admissible evidence. Signed, Senator Ned Nwoko communication team. Omo, the grammar, even me sef wey go school, I shock. The thing e tire me. I know see say I did do mistake as I dey talk, they jump the line like it's so much like this is becoming really petty, Senator Ned Nwoko. I don't know if you eventually see this video. I did not fault you for whatever happened between you and Regina because they say anything will happen between husband and wife now under bed. You fit talk am. The married couple, the people who are actively in the marriage are the people who can tell for sure what happened between them. We can only analyze based on what they show us in the media, but I can tell you that there will be a lot that we will not know. But one thing I faulted Senator Ned Nwoko for is the fact that letting go of Regina have been a very difficult thing for him. He should look for a way and do that because he is beginning to look too desperate calling on this Regina thing every time. You don't have to respond to everything she said. This response to me is not necessary. Now, you want to take that hospital to court, they should testify, they should do the. Yeah, his message is clear and the message is good. I feel like it's unnecessary. It's clear. Past what that you abstained for a period of time and you tested negative does not mean that there was not a past problem. Regina, you say if you can't grill that video that you did as backup for that your negative test result. In one place you say, I used to take ecstasy known as Molly, and you say I have never used drug. You too, you contradict yourself. So it's becoming very easy to believe Senator Ned Nwoko. But to Ned Nwoko again, if somebody said she does not have a problem, leave her alone. Let the court do their own. Just leave her alone. Person say she no dey marry again, no be by force. But say you must come to therapy, you must do this, and then the other Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, that one too dey support Senator Ned. When people are under drugs, somebody has to stand and fight for them. I know what I went through with what's this like that one that sang I Will Always Love You with Whitney Houston. She died. It was a brother that was supplying her drugs. So because the brother supplied her drugs, it means it's Regina's brother. Person say she no do, she no do. As you cuckoo fought with Whitney, what happened? She just chose her stand still and she left this realm because of it. You cannot force somebody to do what they don't want to do. Senator Ned Nwoko, this is becoming too petty. Just rest. The young lady is no longer interested in the marriage, co-parents, custody, and stuff. Just do what you need to do. Leave her alone. She doesn't want the help. Help not be by force.